Welcome back for game 2. Yeah, during the post-game discussion, Thor was confident in his ability and decided that last match must have been a one-off and asked for a rematch straight away. Thor chose this map. He's chosen Dueling Islands. I think he's confident with his water play, perhaps feeling that it may be a slower game with less infantry rushing, more boats, more naval warfare would suit him better. Both the islands are as usual, pretty resource rich, with 3 stone lines very close to the town centre here. 2 close to, shouldn't really matter. There shouldn't be any incoming fire except for the shore, and it seems like most of the resources, perhaps some of this wood. There's not really any wood that you can take that's too far from the shore, but not until late game should that be a concern. He appears to be going 3 to wood straight away, versus 2 to wood. So you might see Thor go more aggressive into the boats early on, while Lux hangs out. Oh, he's going his 3rd now, but he should be quite a bit behind. He's already got 4 there. Not much to scout, so having 2 scouts isn't going to be much use except taking out these deer. Maybe take out the. Oh yeah, he's taking out the aggressive wildlife on his island, just making sure his villagers don't take any damage later. It'd be unfortunate if he lost his scout, but perhaps it would be best he'd have an extra pop room, and there's not really much you could do with a scout on this island anyway. Maybe make a barracks, but after that, not much, and there's no real need for watch posts. Well, unless you want to waste some wood, but you'll have a bit of line of sight, but not much else. Over here, Lux is going quite heavy to wood. Keeping 4 on berries, but sending all the rest of his villagers to wood. You can tell he's definitely going to go. This storehouse placement is a bit of distance. Perhaps could have been placed a tiny bit better, but maybe he's going to replenish. Yeah, he's replenishing it. That's all right. With this storehouse being in almost a perfect position, his villagers though decided to take a little scenic tree rather than the closed tree. Maybe if you reorganize this, you get a bit better efficiency. But he's going for another storehouse. That'll also do. So the dock at 2 minutes 40. Oh, the dock's already up for Thor. So he's not going for. Oh, he's pop room. The pop capped. So maybe he needs to get. Again, he's being punished by having these longhouses, which are more expensive and more time. He's going to be pop capped for quite a while. Maybe if he deleted this villager from production, he could get his boat out a bit earlier. Seems that Lux has already produced. He's had to get 3 houses to age up, obviously, so he's not in any concern about being pop locked. This storehouse, it's a good spot. It covers both these resources. It's unfortunate he had this tree here, but we'll see if he probably just go on early gold. After no real need for much food except for villager production, and he's getting his houses done quite early. Maybe make some ships with that extra wood he had to spend on these houses, but maybe he has a plan that I don't know about. Just have to wait and see. Thor over here, he's finally got this longhouse up. Finally got his ships on the way. Still got it. Maybe he could have, if he was in a tight bind, could have just deleted off his scouts to get these ships out a bit earlier, because they're just filling up pop room right now. They're not really doing anything productive. He's going for this close gold. It's good if you go for the close gold if it's possible, because you reduce the time your villagers need to walk from the town centre there. Some people like to take the golds a bit further away during games in case they get pressured. They can move back, but on a map like this, there's no real need. If you're going to get pressured, it's not gonna make any difference if it's this gold or this gold. So you should just take the close one. He's scouting him out. He's got his swan ship out already. He should have early naval control, but who knows? Maybe Thor has some secret plan. He's not enough pot room to make a ship right now, but he's about to make room, so that's all right. He's not really paying attention to the water. Oh, now he's going to the dock and he's making his longship. He's just got enough resources, but he's still pressured by his pop. The swan ship's just going to pressure this area. That's quite a good move. If he has no ship, oh, he's got this ship out pressuring, but he's done no damage. It's good to keep the villager close to your dock. You can repair your boats or make towers around your dock. He has to make sure he focuses down. If they're not going to micro, just focus down one ship at a time. Now he's got the advantage, and he's got twice the damage per second, so it's a good advantage. It's a good way to win naval battles without micro. Is to make sure you focus fire at least one of the ships down. Now they're trying to he should focus down this one. Oh, he has. And he should probably run. It's not going to be a favorable engagement if he... Oh, he's going to try. He's taking quite a lot of damage. He's not avoiding any damage by moving. He's just moving and taking damage. But that's alright. Moving back to your dock's a good idea, because the amount of time it takes to replenish your forces is substantially longer, particularly on dueling islands, because they're quite a long way away. Maybe you should have scattered. Maybe there's some fish in the... There's not many fish on this map usually, but he can see there's some fish here, and it seems like he's going to take control of the water unless Thor puts up a few more docks. He's got enough wood to perhaps throw up another dock. Maybe here, maybe up the top, depending on what he finds best. But it's not good to lose the water on this kind of map. It's almost GG once you've lost the water. There's no real way you can get over there with a transporter. He's gonna have to put some extra docks up, or he's gonna be in quite a bit of trouble. He's got the wood, but he's got no way to get it out now. He's about to lose this. He's going. Lux is just trying to take out the dock. Once he gets the dock out, he's gonna have a huge advantage, but perhaps taking out, they're really weak, so maybe if you microed towards these two, knowing that you can, if you hold down alt, it comes up with all the health bars. So he's obviously seen that now. Now he's just picking them off one by one. It's saving him some time, but he's just not. He doesn't have the room again. These longhouses are really punishing him. He's going age 3 already. He's quite. There's no way that he's just gonna stay. Oh, actually, I forgive him. He's got 2 docks up the back. That's a good strategy. Maybe you should save them up for a moment and not waste them. Maybe retreat for a moment. Maybe you could take this one out. That's quite low HP. Well, maybe that was a good strategy. Now, if he runs back, he'll have the advantage. 450 to 505. Swan ship's being considerably stronger, but once he gets the upgrades, the age 3 upgrades, it's like 50% health is going to be quite the mountain to overcome. He's not going any stone at the moment, so there's no, and he hasn't got the armory. The armory, if you're this far ahead, the armory upgrades could make you. Oh, he's landing in now with 13 villages. It's maybe that's what the stone's for. Drop a fort. He's just trying to get some water control here. Thor's in a bit of trouble right now, but now he's got the double dock up. He's going to have a significantly larger naval force, but this is just not a good sign for him. The boats will just be able to cower around here if they're getting outnumbered, and the fire from here will just... Oh, he's taking his villages in. Maybe you should, if you're going to do this strategy to stop the fort, you should just bring them all over He's got 200 wood. They're not. Oh, he's gonna get it. That's quite good. It cost a lot of stone to do that, but he's got so much stone that maybe he should have noticed that the docks were producing units much faster than he was. He's not producing any now though. He's got nothing queued up, but his focus is probably in other areas right now with buildings coming down on his island. He should have scouted. Yeah, he's obviously scouted. This is now coming to stop it, but his really only hope is to get some production facilities of his own down. He's just doesn't look like he's going for that. He's doing a good job replenishing his storehouses, but again, just doesn't have the production facilities. He should really drop a few more early on if he thinks he's going to have in pressure. Last game he also didn't get down the production facilities quick enough, but fighting with villagers is just a losing battle. Now he's just repairing it just so they have to stay there, and he doesn't even have to raid or come at a town center fire or anything. The villagers are coming to him. These boats are almost in range of anything of use, but they can just, once this villager force goes down, if you want to call it a force, you can just get another barracks. It doesn't really concern him. He's got 38 villagers to 17. It's significantly more than. Now he should just drop another building closer. There's not anything that Thor can do right now. Although he has come back from completely lost the water to controlling the water. These ships are getting some harassment in over here, and this edge of wood is perhaps costing him a bit. He's losing some villagers. Maybe you should move them over to a safer wood. He's already done that, so he should be fine. He perhaps should have. I can check if he's scouted these two docks. He's not scouted the two docks. Maybe he just thinks there's one. But now this fort's coming up. He's not worrying about harassment. He's just going for the kill. This is just a nuisance to him. There's 8 villagers on wood. The 12 villagers on that wood location. 12. So if he really needed to, he could produce more boats, but he just doesn't see it in need now. He's just using his wood to get these production facilities up. There's 2 barracks. Maybe instead of sacrificing these units, he could have got some more up. Use the bonus that the Norse have to make some buildings, but he's got so much wood. His economy is set up for boat production, and although he is producing boats, it's just not going to save him right now. The fort nullifies all defensive uses of the long ship, which they have 26 range to 40. It's just not even comparable. He's just going to lose anything that comes within even a large margin of his line of sight. Really viciously attacking this tree. He's getting eco and military upgrades. He's pretty much right. He's going for long swordsmen, which is a good choice against these thrown axemen because they're also good against infantry, but you know, there's the amount of damage this is going to provide if he stays under the cover is just going to tear through these thrown axemen. He's got a stable out, but again, they're not really going to be much use. These units are not ranged, so unless he ages up, which still won't really help him, and he'll just be able to get spearmen out if he gets any horses out. So at least he's had quite a long time to be protected on this side. It's given him a chance to work on his score, but his economy is really unbalanced at the moment. Perhaps moving some of these villages off wood, or producing some more villages at all. There's rams coming out now, so he's about to lose this. He's not producing any more military. He's producing boats, which are doing him some good, but not anything that's even going to help him once these rams come out. They have 70 pierce armor, so this town center's not going to do much. Now he's lost his infantry force. The boats aren't going to do much. It's almost GG again. Yeah, but he's going to push with ports, and he's going to push with both at the same time. There's not much hope for the rest of this village. He doesn't have enough stone to produce a second town center, so he's not going to be able to transfer island or any. He almost has water control, but at this moment, Lux doesn't even care. He's even getting his spearmen out. He's probably seen this. The villagers have disappeared. Probably. Well, he's transporting them, using the long ship to transport them. But unless he has massive water control, and even the resources on this island, once he scouts them, aren't even gonna measure up to the main island, which is just so resource rich. Like, it's almost. Oh, he's better. Yep, he's got it. And now he's taken the main island. The resources are just gonna start. Surprisingly, he hasn't taken that many berries. Isn't taking any berries. It's just gonna be a nice little bonus for Lux, but he's got the whole island under his control. And once these docks go, although Thor does have a lot of wood, he could drop 4 or 5 docks and still have enough for one round of boats, which he's taking complete water control over here, but he's really going to be under pressure to make anything good out of this. The village account's just going to be crazy. It's 45 to Lux, 16 to Thor. Now once these go, it's not going to be much. Like, he has water control now, but unless he gets it, he's doing quite a good job patrolling, but he can just drop docks over here now. He's got plenty of villages over here. He's got plenty of resources. Perhaps he could he doesn't really need the berries at the moment, but he's done a fine job taking this, so he probably doesn't feel any pressure to really worry about his macro too much at the moment. He's got enough to survive. He's dropping the town center so he can get fire on these boats patrolling around. This boat's so damaged already that it's not really going to stand up to much fire from the town center if it tries to take it on. Probably realizes that he already owns this island and there's somewhere else that he'll need to check. He probably hasn't scanned this. There's no way to really tell he's on here unless he lands himself, so he's probably just confused right now as to how Thor's still in this game. He probably realizes that this water control is for a reason. Now he's just gonna, oh yep, he's doing exactly what Thor needs to do, putting down a ton of docks. Thor's rushing over to try and stop them, but he might have a chance. You need to bring them all, but once he brings, he's only bringing one. Once a ship, he's just going for the upgrades right now. He doesn't even care if these villages, the fort saved him. Doesn't even care if these villages take damage though, because he's just got so many more. Now he's gonna take stone, probably get a fort, protect even more of the land from the sea. Maybe it may be good if he dropped one on his own island to protect that, but doesn't really matter. He's got all this. Maybe. Oh yeah, and there's the GG. So even though this moving to this island is a good strategy, it's not going to save you because you're already so far behind. You've got no room, and the resources on this map are just so rich that it doesn't really matter. if you take this resource rich, because it doesn't even compare to the main island. It's got a half a map's worth of resources stuck on one tiny island, minus the wood, of course. But that's it. So that's 2-0 to Lux. He's showing himself to be quite a force against Thor's Mash Hammer. Alright, well, that's all for me. Thanks for watching.